At some point in our lives, all of us experience insomnia in some shape or form, and there are many reasons for it. Classic examples include work, a lot of pressure from assignments, and school projects. A huge emotional impact from our social relationships can as well be a major input. And sometimes, something as lethal as traumatic experiences can cause a severe downward spiral. Despite the odds, it's pretty easy for some of us to get our active sleeping routine back in order. But for the rest of us, not so much. That's why it's important to at least have an active solution in case that happens. I personally have struggles with insomnia because of how I have a poor work-life balance. But I have a strong feeling I'm not the only one. In this video, I'm going to explore on how meditation can impact our sleep and analyze whether there's a chance that it can cure insomnia. And if it can, then break down the best way to go about it. So be sure to stick around. With that being said, let's dive right in. According to sleepfoundation.org, common causes of insomnia evolve around stress, an irregular sleep schedule, poor sleeping habits, mental health disorders, anxiety and depression, physical illnesses and pain, medications, neurological problems, and specific sleep disorders. For many people, a combination of these factors can initiate and exacerbate insomnia. Insomnia is classified as a sleeping disorder that has an impact on as many as 35% of adults. This condition evolves around having trouble staying asleep and having a normal, consistent sleeping routine. Its major con is having excessive daytime sleepiness as well as awkward sleeping hours. There are two types of insomnia, which are long-term and short-term insomnia. Short-term insomnia is really brief, and you may not feel its full effects in the long term. However, long-term insomnia is more of a chronic condition which can last 3 months or even more. For some, it's based around failing to fall asleep, and for others, it's maintaining their sleep. Stress can be a great factor when it comes to influencing the body, which can pose a threat when it comes to having quality sleep. Stress comes from various areas in our lives, like work, school, social relationships, and exposure to traumatic experiences, which could lead to chronic stress. As stated by Sleep Foundation, the body's physical response to stress contributes to hyperarousal, and mental stress can have the same effect. And the ability of not being able to sleep becomes a source of stress, making it a lot harder to break the cycle of stress and insomnia. On the other hand, mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder frequently give rise to serious sleeping problems. It is estimated that 40% of people with insomnia have a mental health disorder. These conditions have an influence on having negative thoughts and mental hyperarousal that disturbs sleep. Meditation improves our sleep over how, when we practice meditation, this helps activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which allows us to rest and relax. According to an article from NCBI, intense meditation helps to achieve a harmony between body and mind. Given how meditation practice influences brain and immune functions, which in turn mediate global regulatory changes in various behavioral states, including sleep. The lifestyle that has been practiced for thousands of years in India helps to integrate the brain functions and regulate various psychological mechanisms which result in a state of mental and physical well-being. Sleep has been reported to be associated with reduced heart rate, as well as blood pressure, respiratory rate, oxygen consumption, anxiety, or arousal, and an overall decrease in basal metabolic levels, leading to a hypermetabolic state, which are all impacted by meditation, given how meditation brings a sustained hypometabolic state, which is termed by Dr. Herbert Benson as relaxation response and helps with sleep initiation. The article goes on to state that meditative practices beneficially influence our cognitive, emotional, and behavioral aspects, which means it has a greater potential to influence many psychological and behavioral states, including sleep. As an overarching point, with meditation's global effects on the body and brain functions is said to help establish a body and mind harmony. This means meditation practices can be regarded as an autoregulatory integrated global phenomenon that opens a wider scope of understanding the unique aspects of human sleep and consciousness. Every single time that you meditate, especially in a consistent fashion, your body will experience psychological and behavioral changes that influence sleep due to these processes in your body. Here's some proof. According to Healthline, meditation improves your relaxation response and improves control of the autonomic nervous system, which reduces how you wake up easily. As stated by Healthline, other benefits of meditation for sleep include increased melatonin, increased serotonin, reduced heart rate, decreased blood pressure, and finally, activated parts of the brain that controls sleep. The best meditation for sleep is a combination of mindfulness meditation, which is an open awareness meditation type, then body scan meditation, and finally breath meditation, which are both concentrative meditation types. This may seem very controversial to most meditation experts, but in my personal experience, I have found that using various meditation combinations is the best way to effectively improve your sleep. Here's why. Meditation has a variety of benefits, and most meditation types have a co-relationship with each other. So shifting between each of them in one meditation session seems to showcase the best results, at least in my experience. I basically use body scan, mindfulness, and breath meditation interchangeably because of their individual benefits. Here's an example of how that works. Body scan meditation helps release tension in your muscles that may be caused by stress, which means it promotes physical relaxation. And the practice of breath meditation helps calm your nerves because when you breathe calmly and consciously, this sends signals to your brain to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you rest and relax, which reduces your stress hormones. And lastly, the practice of mindfulness meditation mainly assists in slowing your brain waves down. This means it reduces all the processes that are happening in your brain, which helps when it comes to reducing emotions or thoughts that are impacted by stress and anxiety. Using a combination of all three meditation types should have the best impact when it comes to improving your sleep. Here's how you can utilize body scan, breath, and mindfulness meditation at the same time to improve your sleep. Be sure to find a comfortable place where you can lay down and rest, preferably your bed. Get comfortable and take a couple of warm, deep breaths. When you're ready to start, be sure to let go and not suppress any emotional or physical tension that you may be experiencing. And now, start easing into your mind and let your thoughts fade into the background by still being aware of them but not engaging with them. Start focusing on the muscle groups in your body. For example, start with the muscles that revolve around your legs. You can start by clenching your toes. Be sure to hold that position and bring awareness to that action with your mind and utilize soft breathing to help you relax after a couple of seconds, then let go. Move on to the next muscles in your legs, which are the calves. Tense the muscles and hold. Bring your awareness to that action with your mind and keep a steady focus. As you continuously keep hold, practice soft regulated breathing for a couple of seconds, then let go of the hold. After you're done, move on to the next muscle group in the body, and repeat the same action on each muscle that you can tense until you're done with all the muscles in your body. Although I can't guarantee this will work for every single person who tries this, I can at least attest to how meditation shows a positive impact when it comes to curing insomnia. There's so much research that shows how it can improve our sleep, from a psychological standpoint and from a behavioral analysis one too. I personally have had great results when it comes to using various types of meditation techniques to improve my sleep, so I have no reason to doubt its potential. This is Shaun from Pyro Mind Hack. Thanks for watching.